Alright, that took some doing. Hello everyone, hope you're enjoying Retrothon. I am LRock617. Got a couple arcade games here for you this evening. Normally I play my arcade games in MAME whenever I can just because it's easier to stream, but downside of the Punisher and MAME, something happened with the sound chip with it, I guess. It sounds really low even if you maxed out the volume, so not much you can do. So we're playing it during the Marvel vs. Capcom collection instead. This version runs great. And since I played as Punisher in the Coin-Out Classic this past December, this time I'm going to be playing as Nick Fury. He's actually the character I put some time into this past a couple weeks or so. Had a really good Stage 4 boss fight in a recent practice run and just stage practice in general, so I'm kind of feeling it. Depending on who you ask, Nick is the better character. I personally don't see it. I think he has harder boss fights, but upside is he has a better special move. By that I mean like his actual execution special move, down up attack, his flash kick, and he has a more consistent knife combo, which is really strong in certain segments, particularly Stage 1 boss, Stage 4 boss, and the second half of Stage 5. He does, however, have some harder boss fights. I actually think his Stage 1 boss fight is harder, even with the better knife combo. He also has a variably harder Stage 4 boss, and that one's crucial. That's like one of the harder boss fights in the game. And he has a harder Kingpin fight. Getting to Kingpin as Fury with a -1 life deficit, not the best. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. Couple things to note. I originally learned the 1cc for this game back in, I think it was 2020. It was a post-pandemic project of mine. Managed to get it with both characters. But it was this past year when the Marvel collection was announced, I decided I'm just going to learn the speedrun. So I learned that back in like July. I think it was right after I got back from SGDQ last year. And it's really, really fun. It cut about half the time that I used to have. Like, I think my original 1cc's are around 40 minutes. And now it's down to around, like, between 20 and 25 minutes. So for Scully, we're going to kick him against the wall. We're going to whip him a couple times. Go for the knife combo. Then we're just going to keep doing this. This does cost us health. So Nick's Super Joy, where he spins it looks like he's spinning a microphone in place, which is really funny. It's actually his belt. Does less damage because it doesn't do double hits like Punisher does. Oh, and there's the bus driver, best character in the game, and I won't accept questions this time. Knock that guy down. Move on to Penta Verde, where we somehow go scuba diving in a swimming pool. Take that marble. And kick that guy down. Okay, so get this axe. Axe is really good. One of our better melee weapons. Does a lot of damage. Grab you, throw you to the wall, get this set up. Say, I'm not used to the karate guy acting up there, so that's interesting. Okay, get this grenade, transition to our next room. Okay, so for gun segments, we only saw this for a brief period in the first stage. Guns, really, really powerful. Try to hang on to as much as I can. Get this grenade. So this guy over here, I want to get a quick setup. Drop a grenade. Didn't get him. Okay. Supposed to be able to get the hammer from off screen once you drop a grenade there, but that's okay. This guy's going to try and kick me. I'm not going to have it. We're going to take this flamethrower. Make our way to our next boss. This is the guard droid. There's a really awesome quick kill for guard droid, but the opening bit is random. Ah, cool. Got some good RNG. Very good. Alright, cool. I actually shortened the first cycle strat because it actually does make it more consistent. It might be a little bit slower, maybe 1 second to 2 seconds than an optimal kill, but still really good. And for stage 3, this is where the game really begins. You get a really awesome music track here. I love the music in this game in general, but stages 3 and 4 are standouts to me. Yeah, cool. I blocked it in. Very good. Didn't want to lose gun yet, so that's annoying, but thankfully our boy Gus is gone. I got some work to do. Knife guys are the worst. They're the hardest enemies in the game, so I'm going to try and deal with them There are a number of different methods. Go over here, shoot down this guy, shoot this. Quick speed strat. If I get 2-hit flash kick on the car, if I get it fast enough, no enemies spawn from it. Really useful thing to be able to do. Or otherwise you'd be getting like 3 or 4 enemies coming out of there, and that just takes too much time. Who has time for that? Kolsky shouldn't be here still, but okay. Yeah, I was trying to throw him. I messed up. That's fine. Get out of here. Okay, so this guy's being annoying. I'm gonna shoot him one more time. Grab his M16, go over here. So we have pretty boys. Pretty easy enemies to deal with once you understand how their movement patterns work. But a real pain if you don't. Thought there was a knife there, but okay, that's fine. Here to the balcony. Take this guy's knife. Take this axe, go over here, drop that. Drop it again. We need this axe for the boss fight, so I'm carrying it with me. And purposefully not using it. I'll use anything else I get my hands on, but I will not use that axe. Okay, cool. Okay, so here we have this red lamp. I'm sure that's a bad translation of some kind. Make sure I get him with the knife. Got the axe, got full health, very good. So this is Bonebreaker. We have a pretty specific set of strats to do here. Drop a grenade, grab another grenade. Ah, he despawned, that's unfortunate. Okay, he gave us a little bit of bad luck there, but I'm gonna try my best to salvage this. Give me all kinds of bad luck now. We want axe here because it does more damage than any other weapon we could be using. This strat works with any weapon, it's just axe makes it happen the quickest. Still got 3 grenades though, so I should be able to finish them off. Very good. Appreciate the good luck, everybody. Thank you. That fight's really tricky if you try to fight Bonebreaker head on. It's technically a gunfight, but gun does horrible damage on Bonebreaker. You really just want to be up in his grill and just punching it with anything you can. So for speed, we have a bonus stage. We're not going to be shooting anything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to discuss. So the last 3 stages, the 6-stage game, these are going to comprise of the hardest stuff that we have to do for sure. Stage 4 in particular has probably the hardest actual boss fight in the game, and a really difficult stage leading up to, or we need a lot of things to go right, and some of those things aren't up to me. Some of it's just random. Like, there's a lot of random item drops in this game that can have things go really poorly if we don't get our way. Okay, got in position. Just a bunch of idiots with guns. We'll take care of them fast. I'll punch that up while I can, because I will need the melee weapon. Hammer's pretty good. We take those. This track rules. Love this song. Hammer time. Beat on these dudes to get out of the door. Okay, so do that. You want to bust that bag open. Weird as it sounds, it's actually necessary. Okay, I don't love this. I'm getting a lot of teleports here. Okay, so that cost me some time. And she still teleported again. Oh my gosh, I couldn't break out of it. This happened in a practice run. I'm not real happy about it. Yeah, like I said, this is a stage. I have to concentrate for a moment. This is a stage where a lot of things need to go right, and having ninjas teleport around you is not a good time, so I really needed to make sure I maintain focus. Okay, so we got another axe. This one's fresh. Okay, so we got these guys coming in. As soon as the knife guys show up, I drop a grenade just to get some crowd control. Plus, it puts them all up here. Take this knife to try to take out this guy. This guy might troll a bit, but I'd rather be safe right now. I messed it up. I was trying to dash cancel so I could use a knife. Okay, there we go. I need this knife to do this. Very good. Sword's marginally useful here. It lets us play at range. The only real downside of sword is that any hit with a sword causes knockdown, and that's not great for a speedrun. But it does do good damage. I think it's the second highest damage after the axe. I gotta be a little bit careful here. I took some damage a little bit earlier than I didn't want. Okay. I do not want to let go of this knife, so I'm gonna dash attack until he's gone. There we go. Okay. Grab Gus, throw. Hope he doesn't break the throw. He did not. Okay, so we're gonna set them up over here for a corner trap. goes well. I'm going to retain as many knives as I can, and we'll want them for the boss fight. Okay, cool. Alright, so here's Bonebreaker. This guy's really hard. Have an opening volley I'm going to do. I'm going to block sometimes. Try and keep him pinned in with some jump kicks. Didn't work. Grenade's the next best option. Don't love that. Lost the knife doing that. Yeah, no. I don't know if I want to go for the health just yet. He's being mega troll though. Now I need the health. Clear the way. Get this. That guy has my knife. I want it. We down. Okay, so I'm not quite getting the damage I want because I'm not getting knife combo. Because he is being extra slippery. So try to go for it here. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Get him out of the way for some crowd control. Cool, invincible wake up. Love that. Let's create some more space. This can still go poorly. I have one more grenade though. Okay, good. Whew, that was one of the most random Bonebreaker fights I've ever exceeded at. Sorry, Bonebreaker's last guy, Bushwhacker. My bad, I got him backwards. They sound similar. We got our extend, that's good. 1.8 million, you get an extend that you get to use for the rest of the game. Extend being just an extra life. Deathless to stage 5 was definitely a goal, so I'm really happy about that. Definitely not an optimal speed fight, but they didn't cooperate or behave at all. I had to audible a lot, but it worked out. Unfortunate, didn't want to get shot there. These guys pop out. Stage starts off pretty standardly. It's got some idiots. What the heck? That was weird. Okay, so we grab this karate guy, throw him this way. I usually expect him to do that. Want this knife guy from off screen. Okay, I want the hammer. Okay, cool. Now I want the axe. There we go. Axe is really good here. This section's pretty dangerous. 2 hits on this guy. So we have this. His name is Wildcat. I think that's a bad translation of Wildcat. He's a really dangerous enemy. He has a flamethrower, and he is better with the flamethrower than I'll ever be. But we took care of him. If you don't deal with him, he has like perfect spacing on that flamethrower and it does really strong damage, so prefer to avoid at all costs. Get a new weapon. Another pipe, that's fine. Okay, so this segment of Gus's, I'm gonna grab this one, throw him to the wall, put him over there. Don't like him blocking, but we deal with that. Can't block this, thankfully. I always do Super Joy there because I want to break the barrel. I want the grenade to go with it. Come here. Alright, this guy's being a troll. Wow, you're still alive, huh? Alright, cool. Doesn't normally take that long, but that's fine. Okay, another quick section of some pretty boys. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this guy a few times first. Drop a grenade, because it kills the red ones very quickly. They have less health than the silver ones do. Drop them. One more grenade just for damage, but I'm gonna try and finish the rest of them off with the gun. Trick with pretty boys is just don't be in their horizontal range. If you're on their y-axis, they can and will hit you. If you're out of the way, they just chase you until you get in the way, and then they deal with you. But you can always shoot them off axis, so just always be moving. Standing still against pretty boys is never where you want to be. Okay, so melee weapon going forward is Bat. Not great. Bat's pretty weak, but we'll make use of it. Okay, so the second half of stage 5, there's actually some really cool strats that are featured here in this part of the stage that I hope I get to show. Some of them are behavior dependent. I'm gonna save that knife, break this, take the food. Probably shouldn't have taken that, but it's fine. This guy pop out of the tree. Oh, I did not want to throw that. Got a little bit trigger happy. This is fine. Okay, I'm gonna wait till someone comes in. There we go, very good. That went better than it normally does, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna leave the food for now. Get this guy coming out of the tree. This is a gun segment, but knife is really good for this opening damage. Move down here, I don't want anybody shooting me. Some of our pretty boys, enemies can only shoot you on these planes if they're lined up with you. Take out this row of barrels, take out this row of barrels. I don't want these. Picked up some ninja stars by mistake. Okay. Should break that too. Okay, got all 3. That's good. This is actually a quick kill attempt. Got 2. The blue one's normally the odd one out, so I'm not super surprised about this. Okay, so for this, I want to take the barrel. This is going to go with us to the boss. This has a food item in it, and I'd rather just have 2 health bars if I can help it. Did not think I was in the way of that, but okay. Hadn't been grabbed in a while, but okay. Had to use a spare grenade, that's unfortunate. Okay, so the enemies are generally not that uncooperative. They were pretty aggressive on me. Downside of losing them is I can't use my basic gun, and I have to use these gun pickups that they drop, which is just worse. So I gotta pay a little bit of attention here. This fight is really hard if things don't go the way I want them to. And losing gun early is definitely an example of that. I'm gonna try and drop him down. I want to see if I can get him down to a specific health range where I can get another enemy to spawn. We're gonna get a pretty boy in here eventually. Leave me alone. Okay, there we go. So the idea here is I'm gonna try and keep the pretty boy on screen, just focus on our friend the guard droid. Just go to town. Punched him. Enemies do have friendly fire in this game, which is funny. Earthquake. I think he's Gutsman or something. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab the food. That way I can just super joy him to death. Alright, good enough. That first half was pretty hairy. I got knocked down by a dash punch and then it got grabbed, so things weren't ideal, so I had a lot of wiggle room that I had to play around with. Not optimal, but we play those. Alright, on to our last stage. All lives intact, which is a great thing. One reason being, for speed purposes, I actually take an intentional death on the Kingpin fight to refill grenades. That's one thing that does happen. If you're out of grenades, you get filled back up to, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 when you take a death. And grenades on Kingpin are really, really good. And they're fast. Our first room is going to be shooting some dudes. And this is where the meat and potatoes of the stage really starts. I'm going to punch that. Go away. Once 2 grenades are dropped, that's when I move in. Did that so I wouldn't take damage from the grenade that spawned. Sometimes when you punch that guy for a grenade, it spawns another one that can actually hurt you. Okay, yeah, I got you. That was very unfortunate. Okay, so I have a lot of grenade work to do. Yeah, this is really scary. I'm actually probably going to take a death. They gave me a ton of patterns I did not want. Okay, so drop this down. I may be overusing grenades here even. I've got 5 of them, which is a pretty good amount. And I'd rather not die. Like, it's just way less valuable to die. Take them. Okay, I think that's everything. We get a health up in the next segment, which is why I was so scared there. More grenade. Does mean I won't have any on another one of segments. Whoa, for real? Alright, this game is showing me stuff. This guy doesn't normally get back there. Go away. That was really scary. I didn't appreciate that. So most of these enemies should be gone, but I'm not that lucky today, apparently. You can break out of that grab, as you can tell. Pretty well drop a little bit of health. So, this is a Scully refight. Nick doesn't really have great strats here compared to Punisher. Just because Lance, and yes, this is Arthur's Lance, is a little bit worse. Yeah, the timing of it is just not that good. I really, really need him over there, and I'm just getting owned in every way possible. This is not good. Oh, I never got the health. No wonder that happened. That was weird. Yeah, not optimal. Alright, I can still make this work, but this is not good. Like, this would be fine if Scully wasn't here, but Scully being here is a massive threat. Get him against the wall, maybe I can make the axe work. Yeah, his headbutt is a lot of priority. Okay. If you can get past this, then I just accept my fate. Okay. This grenade, a lot of things I didn't pick up. So I have very little health, and probably not much of a prayer to not take a death. But we're gonna try. There's no health up in the elevator? Yeah, that sounds about right. Before I got to finish talking, because that's how beat-em-ups work. There's no health up until after the elevator, but now it doesn't matter, because I took that death that I really didn't want to take. Man, that previous room was on something. Okay, so we're just shooting dudes until we get Jigsaw. Jigsaw's our mid-boss. That's unfortunate. It's so hard to get out of the blast radius of those. What I'm trying to do is get the axe so I can do this and pin him against the wall. Sometimes that's hard, though. Okay. Alright, so... got one swing left with the axe. That's not gonna matter a huge deal. But I can't take much more bad RNG. That's for sure. Like that. Like, what is that guy doing going over that way? That's not consistent. Okay, yes, I can't get a throw. I understand. Stop jumping. Alright, so that's pretty low end. There is a health up right here. We'll take that. Do this. So my goal here is that I want to be able to keep one pretty boy alive to move to the next segment, because I want to be able to retain use of the gun. But the flamethrower is going to cause problems. I have to get rid of that problem. Or at least attempt to. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here we're going to have some knife guys. These guys have a lot of health, especially for knife guys. Like I mentioned before, they're very much a problem. When they have high health, they're an even bigger problem, because then they're just tanks, in addition to being ridiculous. Didn't want that to happen either. Keeping the pretty boy alive would have allowed me to keep that gun, but I think we'll be okay. I hope we'll be okay. Yeah, had to say something. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to move forward so you can move backward. I don't understand why that's the case. But here we are. From here I should be safe. Not concerned about you at all. Don't need that. Okay, so we have a health item. That's good. This is the last section of enemies for the final boss, and it's a tough one. Very much worthy of being a hit squad. If I can keep him against the wall, we're good, but that is really difficult. Ninja enemies are very fast, and Red doesn't like to cooperate at all. Spare grenade's good. Love having those. Missed that. Play some zoning, because why not? I think that should move us on. Okay, so I do have good health going to Kingpin with 1 life to spare, so should be fine. Alright, so for Kingpin, first thing I'm going to do is go for a dash jump kick. Hope it works. They weren't cooperative, though. Okay. But I also didn't get a dash. I'm going to spend all of our grenades. And then I'm going to spin the belt around until I'm out of life. If I can get 2 hits on them with this at a time, that's even better. But of course, there's no guarantee of that. Okay, we took a death. That's what it is. Alright, time for more grenades. That was really scary. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to retain that. Okay, so now we're just going to do the same thing until he's dead. Alright, there we go. Always split late there. It's probably like a 22-21, but yeah. First 4 stages, great stuff. Stage 5, problematic, but it worked itself out. And then, yeah, stage 6, really wanted to give it to me. But hey, it's a 1cc. Casually, there's a really good chain grab strat you can use that's much safer for 1cc purposes, but it's just slower. It's a really cool and fun strat, it's just not fast, which is the only reason I don't use it. Anyway, thank you all for the GGs. I've got one more thing from this game I want to show you all. It's only going to take about 15 seconds. We do get this awesome ending though. Music's great. It even has this can't talk today, statistic of how many enemies we killed over the course of the game, which is really funny. God damn it, Kong. I just love this song. This music is so good. And of course the narrative to go with it is also great. Narrative was Punisher finds out there's a mob boss who, oh, 259, there you go, was up to usual mob shenanigans. He takes Nick Fury, chases them down to Florida. Turns out the guy got squandered away by Kingpin, so Kingpin was the real big battle all along, and then we had to chase him all the way back up to New York. So we're north and south and north again. Gotta believe all the enemies here. I don't know where the doghouse comes from though. There's an enemy who carries a doghouse here that I just, like, I have no idea where that even appears in the game, so. Also, that's probably the largest Kingpin sprite in any video game. He's like moderate size by comparison to like Spider-Man Arcade. Sorry about the flickering, I'm having to go off and on the window. Yeah, we'll do one to the team. Cool with that. Come here. Oh, yeah. The thing I wanted to show, after the last stage, there's this big thing of question marks. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick quit. Go back in. You have to set the stage again before you like start up. So we'll do it here. We hop aboard this plane to chase after these criminals, and everybody's safe apparently except for the flight attendants who are tied up. But it clears the mythical stage 7, and roll credits. I remember seeing images of this on just in Google image searches for this games, and like I never knew it was there's the doghouse I was talking about. I never knew it was actually attached to anything, but yeah, you get this bollocks bonus stage that's really funny, so I don't know, I'm a fan. I'm glad the collection included this. I love it. Anyway, let's go ahead and load on up the next game. Y'all stay tuned. I'll be back shortly with some Konami.